This property was built in 1896 by Wellingborough Cooperative Society after it purchased the land from a church. It consisted of a central grocery store with a hall above and a house on either side, which were rented to co-op employees. The house on the left is now owned by yours truly, and now some 100 years later the co-op has long since gone and the store is owned by Nash and Jim Hooder. Looking to the future, this is a picture story of the modernisation to a local supermarket. We're looking now as the store was in the month of May, and we're going to watch the developments that take place. This part of the shop is, I think, where the original house was, and that of course over the years has been knocked through into the main shop area. When the modernisation starts, all of the sales are done in the little tiny shop, as I said, which used to be a house on the right hand side. Will you be here when it's completed? The alterations were supposed to have taken about 3 weeks, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it was the 16th of July before they actually opened the store. One of the reasons being asbestos.
Too far away, mate.
Am I?
Well, this is outside the store again a little later, a few days later, and they're fetching up the slabs in the preparation for building a base for brickwork to be laid as the front forecourt. Well, this is a chap here putting up cladding because the whole area, especially the ceiling, has got to be fireproofed because the old co-op hall above, which was used for various functions, is going to be eventually converted into flats. I can remember the days when we rented this property, the days before we actually owned it, and I actually worked for the co-op, when I used to clean that hall for £1 a week. Now that's going back some. We can see now that some of the shelves are beginning to get empty, and on the 10th here, it won't be long before we see the shop looking a sorry sight. Well, 3 days later, and we're in the small shop area which was once the house, and the builders are in the main shop.
Okay, mate, you'll be on MGM.
I think this is where they're drilling channels in the floor to lay cables, because the refrigeration units for the frozen food etc. are going to be in the centre of the shop. Well, that's the little shop that they're working and selling the produce from now. As I said, that used to be the ground floor of the house, and all behind these blocked off windows, that's where all the work's going on, and the white at the top there is the first of the new white roller blinds to be installed. I will add the floor was all boarded originally and had foundations. All the boarding was ripped up and taken away. A lot of it was rotten. Wouldn't it so be after 100 years? And the whole floor was infilled and then concreted over, and eventually you'll see there'll be someone there laying some beautiful floor tiles. May 21st now, and there you can see the little bit of the shop that they're still selling from, and this is starting to get cleaned up. Meanwhile, the squashed up service goes on. Holes appearing in the ceiling here because they've got to start preparing this part as well as the main shop, because the whole lot is going to be integrated. Well, 2 days later, and I think this is at the time when they discovered that there was some asbestos in the building, and another one of the blinds has gone up with its outer box. It's a bit breezy today as well. This is the base for the original old windows that they're trying to knock down.
Get mountains now. They're too nice. Tell him to mind their property. Crowbar.
They saw a staircase there, and that guy is ripping out the staircase, and under the staircase there used to be an office, so they actually gained all that extra space for shop selling area. Well, here we are on the 28th and the new doors are going in. These new entrance doors are more central to the property than that one there, which was the old entrance door. And here we can see some of the, well, quite a lot of the tiles have been laid, and there's a guy there actually doing the tile laying. Well, back into the small little original house area, you can see all the wires trailing across the ceiling. Quite hell for Nash and Jim and their wives working in there. Such a confined space. Well, progressing now, 4th of June, and the shop front is taking shape. Most of the brick forecourt is done. The roller blind is above the old shop entrance. Of course, that'll all disappear and become part of the new shop front with the central doors there. Working on the ceiling now, starting to put the lighting in. And a little bit of the new shelving has also been installed. Meanwhile, back in the little temporary shop, things are just as chaotic as they were before. I think most of the ceiling wiring has now been installed there because the fireproofing is on the ceiling. Well, a lot of the new shelving's in now on the 10th of June, and the new counter in a totally different position. All the fixtures and fittings are angled so that the staff that are standing on the or behind the counters can see down all the aisles. This of course is for security. And the lighting is getting installed into the ceiling. So things are moving on pretty well now. And that's the first signs of the new checkouts. Well, here we are on the 28th, and things are really taking shape. There's the end piece here, which was the old house ground floor. The new shop front is in there, and it's really looking smart now, isn't it? The fascia boards along the top, and the blinds all tucked neatly under there, so we'll go inside and have a look. Yes, certainly a great improvement. Nice subdued lighting, a lovely tiled floor, a new checkout area, and the shelves are pretty well stocked. And the shop really is open for business. The new Spar. But we're now waiting for the official opening. Of course, there's security camera outside the shop and various cameras inside, and a monitor there, and everything can also be viewed on screens in the office, which is not in the sight of the public. Lovely selection of videos, excellent selection of magazines. Newspapers, stationery, birthday cards, wines, beers, spirits, frozen food, cash machine look. You can top up your mobile telephone here. Lovely stock of groceries, provisions, fruit and vegetables, meats, convenience foods. They've got the lot. And now the 16th, this is the official opening day, but I must tell you that the time on the camera clock is an hour behind. So it's actually 6:16 when I'm filming this, not 5:16. Evening Telegraph there, the local newspaper, with papers for the public and giving away sweeties. The entrance doors are now completely finished, and it looks a bit like an entrance to a cinema.
Have all the offers. Free pens and...
Yes, there were free pens and sampling of wines, little buffet tables with pork pie. Karima, she had made some sweeties for us to try, and the shelves were absolutely chock-a-block with goods. World snooker champion Peter Ebdon is not due for about 3/4 of an hour. That's why I'm filming all this before the shops gets chock-a-block with customers. And I also decided to film some of the special offer prices. It'll be very interesting to look back on these prices in 20 or 30 years' time.
Can you cork the wine? There's some chilled in the fridge. Yeah.
Yeah. One of each a minute, yeah.
That's okay though. Nice to see some customers on it.
Yeah. Right. Jim, I need you in a minute.
It was very nice that I was given unlimited access to the store at any time I wanted to go in to film. I felt this was a great privilege, and must admit that I thoroughly enjoyed following the work that went on and the friendliness of all the staff and everything. It was just something different for me to do, so enjoyed it. Few people beginning to gather now, waiting for Peter Ebdon to arrive. And here's Peter Ebdon coming across the road with the Spar representative. A wad of photos of himself in his hand, which he signed for people and gave them all away. Wonderful man, lovely man. So this is the finale. I'll leave you to enjoy the official opening of Spar Millennium Supermarket, Northampton Road, Wellingborough.
Could you organise a couple of people holding these rather than me and Jim? Yeah, well, that's what we decided. And I'm just going to get the check.
There you go. Thank you. Okay. Can I have a picture or no?
Yeah, you can do. I'm just going to...
Over that picture.
Okay, thank you.
Peter, for coming along here to open this store this evening. I think you should be very proud of Jim and Nash, of a standard of a store that they've got here in Wellingborough. You've worked very hard to achieve these standards, and let's hope that you'll soon become millionaires.
The shop again.
And lastly, I'd just like to thank Peter for coming along. He's donated his the money that he's earned tonight to the local charity, which is going to Kettering General Hospital. And seeing as I'm in a good mood tonight and I've got a Spar store like this, the sun is shining, we'll double that to make it
Official check.
and I'll send it in the post.
Did you say the man was here?
Yes, Mr. Wood.
Mr. Wood?
There we are, at the back, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
So make it
Eric, can you finish the check, please? Yeah.
I'll get it time.
That's the official check. Oh, it's got 5 million on that.
Wait a minute now.
Thanks very much.
Can I get up now?
There we go. Lovely. Okay. Thank you.
If you can put that behind us.
I do know. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. See you.
Yeah, look after yourself.
Thanks, Peter. Very much indeed.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Right. Duck again, guys. Duck again, guys.
Look everyone, I now officially declare this Spar store open. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. That's very much. That's lovely. Very kind. Thank you very much. Okay. No, she couldn't. You've got the children, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we'll get some flags as well.
You never know, you could land up in Hollywood, mate.
I don't know to me if you don't say it.
Yes, certainly. I've got that kind of thing. Okay, thank you very much.
You want to come back here?
Right, I'm right here.
You okay there?
I've got a bloody movie camera, I'm taking still shots of it. Just try that one now, so then I'll find them all.
Very nice.
This is not a drink. Mom! What's the love?
Drink there, Brian.
Hello, I'm looking to see just fight
Hi!
What are we raffling for?
The first prize is £50 grocery voucher to spend in the shop. It's not a trolley dash. We don't have a lot of stuff left over. The second prize is... What's the second? £25?
Yeah, £25.
And the third prize is £10.
Right,
Okay?
No, is it what they're all waiting for?
Yes, yeah, but if they're not here, we'll just display basically. This is the first prize, £50.
This is my number.
And the winning ticket, just write on it, first prize, okay?
Number 41, and that's George.
George number 41. Okay. If you write on it first prize, there is. There you go. The second prize for a £25 grocery voucher goes to ticket number...
Didn't even get offered a ticket.
410. We've got a phone number. 410.
Thank you.
And the third prize, which is a £10 grocery voucher to spend in this shop.
Not at Tesco.
335.
335.
There's no number on
We'll
there.
have to display that one. 335. It's yours, was it?
Okay, thanks very much, Tom.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
I'll just do another one.